What's up, everybody? Pete with Auto Repair Tips. We are back on the 79 Ford, and in this episode, we're tackling the floor. The customer already purchased his own floorboard section. We just got to get it custom fitted, set in place, and welded up. All right, let's get into it. So what is the game plan for this floorboard? What are we doing?
Well, I'm trimming it out a little bit better. There's no need to have all this extra up here. I got so much right there. So I'm going to trim it up right along the top of this right here. I'll put this much of it in.
All right.
I'm just trimming the panel up where he had cut it.
Yeah.
I'm going to set it a little deeper where it belongs.
So we're going to get rid of some of this floorboard,
Yes,
and we're
sir.
going to use some of the original factory.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's cool.
About an inch above that T. See the T?
Okay.
I'm going about an inch above the T.
This will be right along here somewhere.
Right along there. Yes, sir.
All right, sweet. All right.
And I'll cut the sides up and around and do away with some of that because it's up over here. We don't need it.
All right.
And what he's cut, he did a nice job on it, and I'm just going to trim it up a little bit.
Let's make some noise.
Change of plan. This has been welded from the factory and it's been welded over here. There's no need to cut that loose. I can do this and I'll just cut it in about like I was going to do anyway, but it's more solid.
So how are you going to attach it right over here? What are you going to do there?
Here,
Right there where the factory welds are.
I'm going to run it right on around.
Right on around it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you
And
just
then I'll drill through and attach it to the
how high are you going to go up on it?
right here.
You're going to cover it up at least that much?
Yes, sir. Just this area here, and then I'll cut it down through.
Okay. How come, I'm just asking, wouldn't it be easier just to go an inch up straight across and
Well-
cut it right here? Just an inch up?
Well, if I do that, then I'm losing my strength here where there's a beam that runs down here
Yeah.
onto the cab.
Okay, as long as it's going to be solid, still be
It'll
solid.
be solider, actually,
Okay,
because it does. Now watch out.
go for it.
Basically the same way I did it when I'm clipping a car. If I come to a factory where it's been welded, I like to leave that because it gives it more strength.
Okay.
Just some of it was boxed.
Okay.
He cut some of it himself outside.
Okay.
I'd have probably left that myself. But might have been all rotted. I don't know.
So up inside there where that rust is,
Yes, sir.
I want to blow it out real good.
Yes, sir.
I want to spray some OSPO in there. I do have a gallon that we bought for this truck.
Okay.
You can brush it, spray it, probably just brush it, be just fine.
Yeah, I'll get it all cleaned out. I got a wire to clean it out a little bit there
Okay.
before I weld it up.
I want to also brush the frame while I'm looking at it. Well, anything we can brush right now with the OSPO.
Well, let me see what we got here now. Should fit a little better.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy about that yet. See, I can't get it on account of hits here. It's up too high.
When I had it, I did tap it down. It did go down further than that. Try
Yeah.
smacking it.
Well, it'll be fine because I see it hitting. It needs to do this.
Yeah.
I'll trim this like I want it, and then I'll get it to fit down in the hole. I cut some of the ribbon out he left.
Okay. All right. I'll see you in a little bit.
All right, boss.
So we got our first initial cut in, and we're starting to set it in, but was looking at this difference right here. What are we going to do here?
Well, I'm going to roll it back, probably put a little split in it right here to lay it down where it belongs. The floor is a different contour than this, so I'm just going to make that fit the floor.
You going to make it fit the floor?
The whole floor, yes,
All right,
sir.
good. We're looking good up there. That looks really good.
Yeah,
And I see what you're talking about, and you're going to be you'll be solid along here.
Yes, sir.
Now on the back side where the groove is, what are we going to do on the back side? We're going to put a little bit of seam sealer.
Well, yes, sir. I'll seam seal the whole bottom of it.
Okay, good
And,
deal.
like you said, I'm gonna ISO everything before we sit this in place.
You can brush all that too if you want.
I'll grind it down a little bit and I'll brush it. So underneath this, up to about that far to where I'm gonna weld. I'm gonna get ready to trim. I don't need the floor up that high. I'll leave this back here, but I'll cut it around and get that down.
You're gonna lower it along the back side there?
Because I got that much hanging down and we don't need it.
No.
And I'd rather use the original stuff much as I can.
Okay.
And then that's what I'm doing, getting ready to mark around it now to see exactly what I got before I cut.
Sounds good.
Yes, sir.
So Bobby's over here working on a 16 Silverado. Man decided to go head on with a deer, and I think the deer actually won. Had to replace the fender, replace some of the core support, installing new headlights. And we got Papa Smurf doing it. That's right, he destroyed the bumper too, didn't he? This is the front half of the core support that's being replaced. Amazing how much plastic stuff is on these cars. Pay all that money for plastic. So here's where we're at. He's got all the metal cleaned up. It's all trimmed out. He's cleaned this out. We brushed that with Ospo to help protect it from rusting. He has got the floor pan, let me see that, all ready to go and trimmed up like he wants. All right, set it in, let's take a look at it. Okay. So here's our final fit. This is how we contoured to the shape of the floor. Goes around here. Be sitting just like this. Next step, we'll get it secured and start welding. So here's where we're at so far. He's welding the floor in, and if you notice, he's welding like a spot here, a spot here, and a spot here. He's not welding continuously. What that does is that'll keep the metal from warping. Looking good, looking good. Now that we got all the welding done, we're gonna grind it down, put a coat of primer on it, seam seal it, and this floor is done. All right guys, that's it for this episode. Appreciate you watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Catch you later.